Hey everybody, I'm Michael Monaco.
And I'm Bobby Salveson, and we are the Hazmat Guys, bringing you the knowledge and insight to make your job a little bit easier and safer. But before today's show, let's listen to our sponsors. From traditional headsets to in-ear communications, Cavcon offers rugged and reliable choices for any communication challenge and any harsh environment. Cavcon's award-winning Talk Through Your Ears technology is specifically designed for clear and consistent in-suit communications. Whether you're working from a quiet control room or responding to an incident in a full level A, Cavcom has the comm system that's right for you. Any suit, any respirator, any radio, any environment. Check them out at cavcominc.com, that's CAVCOMINC.com, or give them a call at 866-547-4988. Hey everybody, we have a great episode coming up today, but before we start the show, we want to share some exciting news from the Hazmat Guys. As some of you may know, we have been working on a hazmat drill book for quite some time, and we're pleased to announce that it is finally available on Amazon. This book was written by contributors from the hazmat community based all around the United States, and we think it will provide a ton of value for both you and your department. The title of the book is The National Emergency Response Hazmat Drills, 50 Drills to Improve Your Team, better known as NERD. No, this was not a mistake. Anyway, the goal of the book has been to help the hazmat community, and we hope that you'll take a moment to check it out and share it. We have the link in the show notes, and if you have a moment, please leave us a positive review in Amazon. We'd be very grateful. We wanted to get NERD on the bestseller list and give more exposure to our community. Again, the book is called National Emergency Response Hazmat Drills, 50 Drills to Improve Your Team, and there's both a paperback and Kindle version available. Thank you, everybody.
Now let's get into the show. Hey everybody, and welcome back to episode 168. We are going to be talking about an accessory that we tend to like to bring with us. We like to call it our Murse.
Yes, the Murse, the man purse.
Now, I have to tell you right now, I am currently shivering my ass off up here in New York, and I'm looking at Bob, and he's wearing short sleeves and flip-flops. So where the hell are you?
I am currently in sunny Florida.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I'm down here presenting at the Florida Hazmat Symposium. I like how they call it the Symposium. And, yeah, a lot of great people, a lot of good friends down here, and we're looking to wrap this episode up so I can go out and have a few libations.
Nice. You're doing the that you suck at teaching, right?
How to not suck.
How to not suck.
I'm
right,
trying
that
to
you
teach
suck
them how
at
to
teaching.
not suck.
How to not suck.
Yeah, I show them how to suck, and then I show them the other way to do it.
Whoa. Trying to keep this G.
Yes. Sorry, my bad.
That's a totally different podcast.
Yeah, that's the back end side of this whole thing. But
where are you going to be after Florida?
So I think after Florida, I'm going to Wisconsin. I want to say in early March. I know New York State's coming up in April. I know that May is the Midwest that's a brand new one from our friend Rick Emery. You might have heard of him. He gave us a call to see if he can come out for that one. We're looking forward to that one. So I think that's the next couple that's going on. Oh, and also Baltimore just sent us today the approvals for the conferences, and we're doing. It seems, I think, if I counted right, we're doing 7 shows, 7 different topics, 7 shows in Baltimore,
all at the same time. It's going to be, I got to tell you, we've been practicing this for a really long time. It's going to be interesting. 7 topics all at once.
I'm going to do 7 words and then run to the next room and then do the next 7 words.
Oh, yeah. So, and of course, if you can't wait for a conference and you want us to come down and talk in front of your department or teach a class or do a hands-on or an exercise or something like that, reach out to us, info at the Hazmat Guys, and we'll set something up. We're always setting stuff up from all around the country to go do stuff. So
yeah, a lot of emails like that coming in lately. I don't know what's going on.
So let's talk a little bit about our man purse.
Yeah. So a phone call came into me recently on my cell phone, which I've been getting a ton of spam phone calls. I don't know what the hell's going on, but a spate of them. And for some reason, I picked up this phone. And I usually play the old silent game, right? I just don't say nothing. And somebody goes, Bobby? I'm like, oh, shit.
You're not selling solar panels.
Crap. So we got to talking. He's a good dude. He was from, I don't even remember where he's from, but he said, he goes, "Hey, what do you guys have in the bag you guys take downrange? Like, what do you have?" And so we had a conversation about, what does he have in his and what do I have in mine, and it actually, I said to myself, I'm like, this might be a really good show because there's so much, I don't know, discussion that can be had.
Yeah, because I know that our bag, our Murse that we carry with us, it's kind of I got to tell you, I don't have a lot of pet peeves, but I get pet peeved over mine. So this is actually it should be a very interesting conversation.
Yeah. All right. So why don't we start with why?
Ooh.
Right? Just why have a bag like, and again, the ones that me and Mike use is like one of those Stanley Fat Max tool carrier handle things.
Right. It's open. It has a little, you throw it over your shoulder, carry it like a purse.
Right. Right.
And yeah, the question, and that is, in my company, there are a bunch of guys that have different feelings and philosophies. So the why for me is kind of really important. And it's why I pretty much dump my bag out at the beginning of every tour. Okay. Because every idiot before me has loaded it up with the shit they think is important.
Right.
And that is really what it's meant for. For me, it is an ability to bring a bunch of little stuff with me downrange that I might need depending on what it is that I'm going to.
See, all right. So that's what I agree with you wholeheartedly about. It should have a minimum cadre of stuff in it that's for your all job kind of thing.
Right. So,
and then I fill it based upon the task I'm going to be doing.
So then I guess then the question becomes, what do you think those all-important tools are?
All right. So if I was to leave things in the bag, right? And again, this is a Fat Max, so it's maybe like, 24, 30 inches long, and it's got a decent amount of space in it.
Yeah.
Right? You can
6,
carry
8 inches wide.
Right, and it has you can put a lot of weight into it, and that's where some of our knuckleheads go, where they like, well, I need every ratchet that's in a quarter, half, and 3/8 inches. Like, no, I don't need that. If I need that, I'll call for it. Like, this is the stuff to get me going and to do most of my problems. So the stuff that I need initially, my tasks with this bag. Now, I'm not talking about metering. I'm just talking about the minimums that I'm going to keep in a bag. I think you should keep like one of those 4-in-1 screwdrivers where you can flip it around from like the Home Depot or Lowe's.
Yep.
Where the shaft kind of comes out and you can spin it around. That's like a great screwdriver.
Exactly.
Basic hand tools. I'm not even go through all of them. Like
sheetrock knife.
What's that?
Sheetrock knife.
A sheetrock knife, which is a plunge knife, a utility knife. A crescent wrench, a set of not even vice grips. I don't even think you need vice grip, but you need like an adjustable wrench, a crescent wrench, and that's kind of the lightweight plumbing / electrical stuff, right? So that'll do, or at least get you moving in the right direction from the majority of stuff that you got going on.
Yeah, because I like to keep room in my Murse for like the bigger, heavier things that I don't necessarily want to either hang on my neck, or I only have 2 hands and I can't carry all the meters in one spot.
Right. So now, that's my tools, right?
Right.
What I also think you should have is some amount of measurement. Now, I'm a big fan of the 25-foot or the 30-foot, whatever the hell is on sale, metal tape, the steel tape.
Absolutely.
Now, one thing that I will say, I'm going to fall on the sword in this one, our team is severely lacking in, and if yours doesn't have it, you should really consider it, is one of those golf yardage rangefinder things. Okay? Because when they go, well, you should be isolated 300 feet. Okay. Like figure out
25, 25, 25.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I actually had somebody say to me, well, that's 6 lengths of hose. I go, so you're going to tell the engine to stretch 6 lengths of the hose right to the source? Is that's your estimation?
Just so you can estimate the evacuation, the isolation distance.
Yeah, right? That makes a lot of sense, and it really does. So one of those golf things, it does so many things. If you have a radiological, you can use that inverse square rule backwards and kind of isolate where it's going to be. You can utilize it for, a million things. But distance measurement, I think, is one of those basic forays into what we need to keep in that bag.
Yeah, I would say distance measurement, without a doubt, basic. Screwdrivers, like you said, all those things. I might even throw in a pair of vice grips, but I start to get really wary about throwing extra stuff in there because I try to keep in mind, one, it's very run specific, right? So beyond what you just said, because that's the basics. I think pretty much any run you could use those things. And then once we start to get past that, it starts to become very run specific. So let's say, for example, we were going on a solid. We were going on some kind of a powder. I have my basic bag in front of me. I've got the tools that you mentioned. Not even talking about meters yet, but now I know I'm dealing with a liquid. I start to throw in maybe some sampling stuff, the little things, the tubes, the pipettes, the scrapers, the tools that I'm going to associate with picking up a powder, isolating it, and then bringing it over to be sampled.
Right, and I'll one up you on that one. I'll say, 4 or 5 of the ramen / FTIR little crack vial things.
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm referring to. Just put them right in, boom, fill it up, and now I can take my sample out of the hot zone and play around.
Right, an extra couple sets of gloves.
Yeah.
Because you can never get... And I'm not saying just nitrile gloves. I'm saying 1 or 2 of the butyl, 1 or 2 of the Viton, 1 or 2 of the Silver Shield, whatever the hell gloves you're using. Keep 1 or 2 in there because it always happens. You go down range and you rip one. You're like, crap. Now you got to call outside, and you know where we're going with this.
Or you dirty your glove, and then you could just snap them off and put on another set.
Right. You're the dirty guy. You're the clean guy. You can always switch around with that. I'll throw in, I'm going to throw this to the basic. I'm going to throw a set of goggles, an N95 for just in case, or something like that. Because those things take up negligible room and zero
no weight. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's something I will give up for peace of mind. Again, everything comes with a cost. Every ounce, every gram takes up weight, and I don't want that.
No, because you want to balance that. Hey, I need to do something real stupid and quick, and I don't want to have to run back to the rig or wait for somebody to bring it to me. But at the same time, if it's not something that you need immediately, you really want to be lugging it around. The meters you need immediately. The sampling stuff, it's probably easier because of their size to just have it with you. You could immediately take a sample and take a step back. Think that's the thought process behind this bag. It shouldn't be your freaking Stanley rolling toolbox from from Snap-on.
Yeah, and you know what? I've seen, and major teams. I'm talking. I'm not going to call them out, but a certain national level teams have downrange kits. We'll call them kits. I like Murse better. That's my personal thing.
I like Murse.
I like Murse, the man purse, right? Our Murse goes downrange, and we carry it. And I'm a big fan of that because it kind of sets your mind frame to say, hey, lighten this up. Now, this national level team has one of those rolling... I think that it's made by Rigid or it's DeWalt, and it has wheels and a handle and it rolls, and I'm like, okay, so you can throw 750 pounds in this thing and it'll still roll, but do you need that?
Right?
Like that keeps you honest by carrying it, and I would even go so far as saying take the shoulder strap off, because if you don't mind holding it, then it's okay. All right, fine, you toughen up.
A plastic bag. No, legit. Because one of the things that I like to do is if I have my Murse with me, and I'm gonna be at some point I'm gonna be putting it down.
Oh, I thought you meant just like a shopping bag. I'm like, that's
no,
really going
no.
hardcore.
Like our clear garbage bags. I will take one of those with me. I'll fold it up and put it in there. It doesn't take up a lot of space.
Oh, like a salvage bag.
Like a salvage bag. But when I am ready to no longer be holding the bag and I'm in the hot zone, or I'm going to sample, or I'm going to now go through this kit and use it, I like to be able to put it down someplace that I know is clean.
You know what? That's an awesome idea. So what if you don't know what a salvage, I'm sure everybody knows what the hell a salvage bag is. We're talking about like an oversized garbage bag, right? And we usually put all our dirty crap into it. So easy, they're going to use it as a ground tarp, or literally put the bag inside the ground, the bag, and kind of keep everything off of it. So he has a shelter or a ground tarp, and that is a huge thing. So we actually in our bag carry not only a salvage bag, which is, like I said, a huge garbage bag. But we also carry like 11 by 17 Ziplocs, maybe one or two of them, 4 by 6 Ziplocs, one or two of them. Again, not 60. I don't need 60 of these things.
Right. You don't need a box of gloves. You need like 6.
We have those guys. We have those guys that like to carry everything. And then we have those guys that are like, travel right. And it's like, yeah, but there's got to be a nice, happy medium with these bags that's why I say, take the shoulder strap off. If you can carry it in your hand and you're not crying, well, then you got the right amount.
Right.
But if you're going to want to put 3 pounds of leads and some weights in there and everything, because, listen, I'm tougher than nails. All right, great. Then pay for it.
Right. Yeah. Like right now, I had entry the other day. And I can tell you when I went in and I looked at that bag that we carry, this is literally what was in it. There was 4 tubes of colorimetric testing for the spill fire and classifier strips. There was 2 boxes of pH paper. There was 80 pipettes, easily 80 pipettes. There was a whole box of vials. There was a screwdriver, a blade, a hammer, a wrench, a socket, refrigerant Allen keys.
Ah, yes.
For that one time every year that we have a massive refrigerant leak, and you have to have that with you at any given point in time.
You've heard us talk about First Line Technologies' Dahlgren Decon solution and the FiberTech wipes and mitts. They've just come out with Enhanced Decon Systems Kit, which contains everything you need to quickly decontaminate 6 to 24 operators and all their gear in one fully equipped grab-it-and-go bag. This kit has been Hazmat team tested and approved, and it's the only full-team modified decon kit with the power of Dahlgren Decon and FiberTech wipes to counter hundreds of known and emerging threats. The EDS kit is perfect for incidents where a small footprint, low logistics decontamination SOP is appropriate. Are you operating in a harsh environment? No problem. Whether it's -10 or 104 degrees F, Dahlgren Decon will maintain its effectiveness and can be easily applied to neutralize threats. The kit is stable in temperatures from -40 to 160 degrees F if you carry the RSDL with you. If you use all the consumables in the kit, unlike other rapid deployment kits, you do not need to buy a complete kit to resupply. Just purchase one of the First Line EDS replenishment packs and order just the elements you need. When ounces count and the clock is ticking, grab the EDS kit and go. Call the guys at First Line Technology for more information or a quote at 703-955-7510 or email them at sales@firstlinetech.com. Well, you just said something that kind of triggered something was, and we haven't even talked about this, is the colorimetrics, right? The visual indicators that kind of we keep because they are rather lightweight.
Right.
Right. So in the typical bag and in our bag, I will say this, we have water finding paste, petrol finding paste for the most part, KI oxidizer paper, fluorine paper, pH paper, wastewater strips, which is just a brand name multi-test strip, Chemical class fire strip, which again is made by the same company, and it is just a
different color cap. I think
it's a racket.
I think one has 5 tests and the other has 6.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, wow, all right, incredible. MA paper. What am I missing? Am I missing anything?
I think that's it. But
that's it.
See, I think that's too much.
It's too much. And here's the thing: is let's say you go downrange. You are bringing this bag into the potential. We'll call it an ideal age. The potential sphere of problem, right? Whatever you want to call it. And now all my pH paper has just gone red. Right. Or all my, dude.
They're not airtight.
They're not airtight.
They're not airtight.
You're going down there with 6 on your arm. Fine, that's an indicator for you. But when you bring the entire box down, you've just thrown money out the door. And listen, it's not coming from my paycheck. I don't give a shit if all the pH paper goes. I don't care if the entire cadre of the FDNY's pH paper goes in one shot. I don't care. It doesn't come out from my paycheck. But what do I have next time?
Yeah.
You know, so
without a doubt. That kind of drives me a little nuts. Like, we bring these indicators with us, and we're in the atmosphere, we're masked up, and a guy pops open the pH paper, and it's like, well, good job. Now we got to go back to the rig to get another box.
Right. Even things like, and I can kind of see it. Like, if you bring a mini, and I'm talking mini, 3 ounces, like a little mini spritzer bottle of whatever the hell you want to call it, Snoop or soapy water to do leaks, fine. If you do that many leaks, bro, then take a little bit. But if not, just call for it. Like, do you really got to carry all this crap? Where do you draw the line?
All right, so that's a good question. Where do you draw the line? And I draw the line at the basic tools that we mentioned and the salvage bag. Because here's my thought process, right? I have enough time. My guys are gathering information as we're on the way. Okay. So, we stop. Let's use the Snoop, for example. Our soapy water bottle is on the outside side of our rig, on the officer side compartment, more towards the rear. So I now have my Murse with me. I've got my basic tools. It's empty because I pretty much dumped the shit out at the beginning of my tour. And you can ask the guy literally just right on the floor. I just dump it out.
And you go shopping.
I go when we get there, I go shopping. Listen, it just took me an hour to get here from where I am. I can take the 2 or 3 minutes to walk around my rig and go, for this specific run, based upon the information that I've been given, I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take this. This meter is coming with me. This soapy water is coming with me.
Yes.
Or it's a liquid spill, an unknown liquid spill. I'm going to take the pipettes. I'm going to take the sampling tubes. I'm going to decide when I get there what I'm going to take. That bag is supposed to be there to help you for that run, not every run you're ever going to be on in your entire life.
Yes.
You don't have to be a Boy Scout for every run, because at that point, fuck it. Just drive the rig right into the hot zone.
You know what? That is our new bag.
That's
the rig.
Put a little handle and just drag it with you.
Well, all right. So the problem with what you're doing,
yes,
and I'm not going to say this to every team, but I'm going to say it's the typical thing, is the major culprit is laziness. So when you have a guy such as yourself that takes the moment to empty out the bag in the beginning of the tour or the session or whatever the hell you got, and then goes shopping at the end, and I'm not saying it's the guy that actually goes shopping, I'm saying, whoever has the onus, nobody's putting it back. We have a guy.
Yeah, I suck at that.
No, not even you. I'm just saying we have guys that
I go
will
shopping and I leave it there.
Right, because you know what? When it's over, we walk away because, I got to go to the bathroom. Oh, I'm hungry. I want to go upstairs. I want to do this. I want to do that. And you forget about the crap. And so now it's the next guy's problem. And maybe he's not as savvy as you are, and that's how bags build legs. That's why you need, wheels on these things. And it gets to a certain point where, and I don't mean this philosophically, but I mean, somebody's going to have to say, well, and this is the evolution of the bag, and I kind of agree with this. At a certain point, you go, enough of this crap. We have 6 screwdrivers, 15 drum openers, 14 of these. What do we need those for? And so what is the next thing they do? They make a list. And they say, this is what will be in the bag. So when you start the tour, we have a baseline. It's agreed on, blah, blah, blah. And maybe it's what Mike pairs it down to or what I pair it down to. But I can modify it. But the next tour, it will go back to Z.
Right.
It has to go back to baseline.
I may completely hate that list. And I tell you, when I see that list, I crumple it up, I dump out my bag, and I just take what I want.
Totally cool.
At least the start of the next tour, the next guy, if you could have a less experienced guy come in, and he doesn't have the advantage of the runs that we've been on to be able to decide that, and at least he has a baseline for where he's starting from.
Right, but what I'm saying is when the discussion comes up, and let's say the senior guys or the A team, I don't care if it's the senior guys, because I know senior guys that suck, and I know guys that are junior that are incredible, and so I'm saying the guys that are on the ball, and they get together and they go, well, should we have a screwdriver? And 3 of the 4 guys raise their hand, yeah, we should have a screwdriver. That one guy can't be like, well, I don't think so, so suck it. No,
right.
No.
Right. Well,
no.
But that's for the start. What I'm saying is I agree with you 100%, but that should be like the baseline for the start of each tour. But me as the person, like let's say I am that 4th guy, and I'm like, dude, screwdriver's the stupidest thing you could possibly think of. I carry one in my pocket. I don't. I used to, but I don't anymore. This is just for example. And I turn around and go, hey, you know what? It's the start of my tour, and I'm going to take the screwdriver out. But at least I know when I'm done that screwdriver should go back in there and should be a baseline for the next guy.
But on the workbench, there's a pile of tools that you took it out. And it's very easy for me, let's say the next guy, the junior guy, to come in the next door and just scoop up those tools and throw them right back in the bag because I know, no big deal, I'll just take care of it.
Yep.
You know? And dude, things that were thrown through my head is that, this bag is going down range. And me personally, and I think you subscribe to this as well, is that if we're going down range, we're going in to do something that I hate to say it this way, but G-pop, right? The general population companies, the regular guys can't handle, right? This is a special thing. We're going into the hot zone. Therefore, we're technicians, we're whatever it might be. And so there is a very real possibility of us going down, right?
Right.
So with that, if I'm going a long range, I'm additionally thinking about the sked, just the drag sked, because, and I'll give you my reasons for this. If I'm bringing tools, well, I also have to think about bringing my partner out or myself out. So it's an evacuation method. Secondly, if I'm going down into this area, I do not want other people to come down here. I'm already dirty. I don't want you to come and follow me. And I want to bring everything I need. It's a different situation now.
Yes, but at that point, you're no longer talking about a general utility bag that can help you with stuff. You're gone like 3 or 4 steps above that, where you really have a good idea what's going on. You've done that hazmat huddle. Like I almost consider the bag part of recon. It's almost like my recon bag.
Yes.
Right? Where
See, that's where people fail to realize the separation. They're thinking it is the bag.
No.
You can have multiple bags. You can have different bags for different occasions.
Right. And that's where that whole I get off and I do my shopping comes from, because in reality, I'm going in as a recon. I mean, yes, I'm entry, but I'm going to see what's going on. And if I can happen to turn a screw and shut something off, I will. But beyond that, I'm coming back out of the hot zone, creating a plan with my team, and then moving forward from there. And if I'm taking all those tools that you said, I'm probably ditching the bag my second time in, and we're doing something a little bit more substantial, like the sked or the bag with wheels.
Right. You're probably, as the entry one team, whatever you want to call yourselves, you're the recon one team in all reality. And the backup team is probably the ones that are actually going to shut this thing down.
Right. Or at least finish what you started.
But that's a philosophical discussion for another time.
It is. Well, because then that leads into our rapid intervention teams. It leads into the real roles of the backup, and we've done a little bit of that in prior shows.
Yeah. So I mean, listen, this conversation, we would really like to hear what you carry in yours, or is it generally the same? I think I'm going to wager without knowing anything about this thing. I'm going to wager that the vast majority of the people in the country, in the world, carry different things for the same reasons.
They carry different things for the same reasons. Like you're saying guys think they use something a lot, so they just throw it in there. Like that's the reason. Or
no, I'm saying that, like, okay, you come from and again, I'm going at the fire companies, but you're from a high-rise company. You carry a hockey stick. Why? Because you have to open up elevator doors. I'm in private dwelling land. I'm in house land. I don't need that. So, like, each area, whether it's rural, suburban, urban, carries different. But I'm betting you, all the bags and all the volunteer, paid on call, career, international, interglobal, intergalactic, they're all basically taking the same crap. I'm just curious of what they take that's different.
That's right. What is it about their response area that they go on so often that they're like, yeah, we keep this specific tool because we come across this a lot.
Yeah, like some departments might, with that guy, Matt, he brings lead shot.
Yes.
Why?
The rig.
Because we do this shit all the time.
Yeah. I don't think it's in their go-to bag, but yeah, definitely in their rig, they got lead shot. I was like, what?
Yeah. So, listen, we want to hear about it. Go on the Facebook page, put it on the forums on the website, send us an email. I don't care what you do. Get us the information. We'll put it out there. I want to hear, if you have an inventory list, a standard inventory list of what you keep in your bag, let's start a conversation nationally, internationally. I don't care.
And if you totally disagree with what we said,
and
you're on one of those teams that's like, no, we have the Snap-on toolbox that we roll with us, I absolutely would love to hear your point of view, because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's something that I'm not seeing, and you can enlighten us.
I want to hear it. I honestly, I really want to. I want to be enlightened.
I want to be taught. Teach me something.
Me too.
Please. I'm so in darkness. Teach me.
If you have a moment, please head over to iTunes and leave us a positive review. And don't forget to check out the book, National Emergency Response Hazmat Drills, or NERD, on Amazon.
Well, that wraps up another episode of the Hazmat Guys.
You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and our YouTube channel at the Hazmat Guys. And take a moment to call our comment hotline at 843-628-1484 and go to www.thehazmatguys.com and sign up for the newsletter.
We seriously look forward to your feedback about any of the information provided, and we also want to hear about interesting incidents that you were a part of. So you can send us a note at feedback@thehazmatguys.com. And remember, any of the information that you share with us, if we put it on air, can always remain anonymous.
Remember, guys, don't just get on the job. Get into the job.